Hello guys, this is Kieth Dragonflame. Welcome to my new discussion video series known as Potential 5 out of 5 Grid Discussion. This series focuses on sync pairs that are yet to gain a 5 out of 5 grid in the future. We already know that this non-F2P friendly feature introduced by DeNA is now inevitable until end of service. For today's video, we're going to talk about the sync pair who's been in the game since 2020. That's right, it's Sygna Suit Red. Now, let's get started. Before we proceed, here's a warning. This video series will always contain speculations. Don't expect these potential skills would be 100% confirmed since I ain't an insider. Just skills that I think would benefit Sygna Suit Red. Take it with a grain of salt. Of course, this might give DeNA some ideas. Who knows that they are taking notes from us? And last but not the least, the skills that I've chosen contains power creep. Let's be frank, guys. We do love power creep. Some of you don't want to admit. Anyway, let's start the discussion. Excuse me. The question is, why red really needs a 5 out of 5 grid? Simple. Remember Leon powered up Silver and Suit Hilda? Yep, they power creep Suit Red so badly. Even Suit may power creep him despite her being a tech sync pair. He's still usable, not gonna lie, but we all know we use better versions than him. I'm guilty for using Suit Hilda even more because she's so freaking good. Can you blame me? Of course you can. Next, he bounces back as the best electric type unit in the game, alongside Ash. And they're both Kanto Master Sync pairs debuted during the third anniversary, and they both sync paired with two similar Pokemon. That's right, the franchise's mascot Pikachu. Forget OP legendaries, I got the power of electric mice and enemy on my side. And last again, we all know again, 5 out of 5 grids are a big bummer for F2P players. The sad truth is, it is the only way to make an outdated sync pair unit better. Or should I say, a unit being power creeped by other units with better kits. Okay, I'll show you the moves of Sygna Suit Red and Charizard. Heat Wave for AoE, Dire Hit Plus for crit boost, Blast Burn for Unga Bunga fire type damage, and his trainer move, My Destiny, grants a boost to his special attack and speed stat by 3, but lowers defense and special defense stat by 1. If Charizard have Mega Evolve, its attack stat will be raised by 3. It's a double-edged sword. As for his Sync move, Living Legend Blast Burn, activating the Sync move, will Mega Evolve Charizard into Mega Charizard X and deal damage. It will also raise its critical hit rate, which can be unnecessary unless if you only use Star Hit Plus once and don't have a sync pair that can boost your critical hit rate. And of course, if you use 6-star EX Sygna Suit Red, it will hit all enemies instead. When Mega Evolve into Mega Charizard X, Dar Hit Plus will change into Blair Blitz. Do note that this costs damage, recoil damage specifically, so be careful. For his passive skills, he has Propulsion 1 for his sync move countdown reduction through a 20% chance of activating, Piercing Gaze for Heat Wave, Blast Burn, and Flare Blitz to hit, and Move Gauge Refresh 4 for charging the move gauge by 1, but has 50% chance to activate. That's it for his passive skills. Let's proceed to his grid containing his current 3 out of 5 grid skills. For 1 out of 5, he has Stand Fast 5 and MP Refresh 3 for his trainer move. Stand Fast 5 reduces the recoil damage by slightly, but not impressive for me in my opinion. And MP Refresh 3 for my Destiny to be restored 1 MP after using said trainer move. Be careful for the trainer's moves drawback though. For 2 out of 5, he gains MP Refresh 3 for Dire Hit Plus, which is unnecessary. Stats go 4 for my Destiny to restore debuffs back to normal, but with 50% chance to activate it. Haymaker for Sync Nuke damage multiplier as long as Sygna Suit Red's attack stat being higher, and Power Reserves 2 for boosting moves in a pinch. And for 3 out of 5, he has Solar Flare 5 for Sync Move Multiplier during sunlight, Speeding Sun 2 for Move Gauge Charge Speed during sunlight, Adrenaline 1 for Sync Move Countdown Reduction by 1 for 1 only in a battle, another Standfast 5, and Rejuvenate 6 for fully restoring the move gauge after using a sync move. Excuse me. Okay, now let's go to the fun part. His potential grid skills if he gains a 5 out of 5 grid. These are speculations and ideal and suggestions as well. Let's start first with downside up. Steven's two outs have this. Sygna Suit Hilda also have this, and Lysander also gains this as well. Stat reduction will become stat buffs instead when using moves that reduces any of the user's stats. Why give also to Sygna Suit Red? Because it will be beneficial to his trainer move. Look at Lysander, no more stat reductions. Next move, recharging Strike 9. Whoa, whoa, whoa! You would say that I'm turning him into Kingtonian Sygna Suit Hilda. You're not wrong, but would it be cool if he gains one? He would try mostly as well, use as well. Spoiler alert, my suggested potential grid skills for Red would contain from Sygna Suit Hilda. Next, Rising Tide, a very amazing sync move multiplier. The chattest stat focused sync move multiplier in the game, especially when Sygna Suit Red contains a trainer move that raises 3 of his stats if he gains downside off. If he DeNA gives him downside off, I should say, make that 5. Now you'll be surprised for the next one. Yep, I'm giving him Piercing Blows as a suggestion. Remember B Volt Tackle? Oh boy, that move is nuts. So why not give this one to him as well so that he can demolish alien opponents in his way? We all know that everybody loves Red. Let's start with, excuse me, Hostile Environment 8. Who believes that Red is better than Leon? Say I. Okay, honestly, this would make Sygna Suit Red a better burn applicator every time Charizard uses Heat Wave and Flare Blitz. I wish DeNA would give him this skill. If not, it will be Scorch to Nothingness. Speaking of Scorch, let's give him an OP burn multiplier, Scorching Sync 9. Imagine Hostile Environment 8's effect, then use Red Sync move with Scorching Sync 9's effect. Oh boy, it will be nasty. Only if DeNA give him this skill though. We're not done yet for burn multipliers. How about Burn Synergy 3 for maximum burn DPS? That would be amazing. No worries, I picked the balanced version of Burn Synergy. Anyway, you want a skill that uses both Burn Synergy and Scorching Sync together? Look no further with Searing Surge 5. Sygna Suit Lysander's passive skill. Imagine if he gains this. Sygna Suit Red would be amazing to use. Next, you want Flare Blitz to be spammable? Let's ask DeNA to give him Recoil Removal 9 if they want to. Recoil Removal is the Pokemon Master's version of Rockhead. In other words, no recoils! Yes! Classic Blue has this skill, so why not Sygna Suit Red as well? He would be amazing. No need for 2 Standfast 5s, and am I right? And lastly, I know this passive skill does not exist yet, but I have to include it. Yep, Gimme 5, a downgrade version of High 5. What it does, you ask? The two have in common. Both skills raise attack, defense, special defense, and speed after using a sync move, but they have differences as well. High 5 can be used many times, while Gimme 5 can only be used once. Sygna Suit Morty have this skill called Team Gimme 5 1, whereas he can buff the entire allied sync pairs by 5 of all 5 stats by 1 stat ranks once only. The reason I gave Gimme 5 3 is that it's more balanced and just right. Racing mentioned 5 stats by 3 for 1 time only is enough, which is a good thing. And what about the evasion boost and accuracy, you ask? Well, he has piercing gaze, so no worries. And now for my ideal conceptual grid skill for Sygna Suit Red. I introduce to you Red's Kindled Flame. How does this ideal fan concept grid skill work, you ask? This is inspired by Sygna Suit Hilbert's passive skill, Hilbert's Plan, whereas said skill deals more than one type alone. Excuse me. For this ideal grid skill, it's like that. It's like that, but different. Let's discuss for Sygna Suit Hilbert for a bit. He deals not only bug type damage thanks to bug shift, but also deals fire, ice, electric, and water type damage. But only to Technoblast though, and not also on his sync move, unfortunately. Now let's go back to Red's Kindled Flame. It's like Hilbert's plan, but focuses on all Signature Red's moves and sync move and deals two type damages instead, specifically Fire and Dragon. It references Charizard's Mega Evolution, Mega Charizard X, the type being Fire and Dragon type. This will only activate if Charizard Mega evolves. Imagine bringing Suit Red to a Dragon Week stage and this skill in effect. My gosh, it would be awesome if that happens. Unfortunately, this would never happen. So in the end, we're almost there. The question is now, will these suggested skills will be part of Suit Red? If yes, he would become stronger, but only the selected skills for Suit Red. Unfortunately, my ideal grade skill, of course, will never happen since it's pure speculation and it's a fan made one. If no, well, that's how it is. They might give something better than my suggestions and at the same time, not sometimes. Remember what happens to Gloria and Zashin? They didn't give her Honing Hit 9. Oh well, at least Defense Crush 9 is enough. Anyway, that wraps up for my potential 5 out of 5 grid discussion video. If you enjoyed this series that I've come up with, let me know. Also, leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I might have a next video to make. Which champion should I choose in the 5-star champion select ticket scout? Will be Cynthia or Steven? Well, that's it for today. This is Kieth Dragonflame, and I'll be seeing you guys next time. Hasta la vista!